Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how much money I spent in El Salvador. Hey y'all, it's your girl Funmi-Layo. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to like this video because it helps other people to see the video, and make sure to subscribe because we have awesome content on this channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how much money I spent in El Salvador. So y'all already know that I took my solo trip to El Salvador, and I thought that it might be useful for me to share with you guys about my expenses just so that you can properly budget for your trip whenever you go with yourself or if you go with friends. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So I have everything written on my phone, so I'm going to be looking at my phone just so you guys know. But I spent $12 in immigration. They have Apple Pay, and there was no COVID test that was needed if you were a U.S. citizen. And I will say that they do accept dollars over there. I don't know if I heard that they accept Bitcoin too, but I paid using US dollars. So just so you know, I just went ahead and I took some money out the ATM before I got there, and I just had a certain amount I was going to spend. However, when I was there, I did end up using their ATM again to get more money because I need more money while I was there. So that $12 in immigration, and then for my hotel that I used, they helped me set up transportation. I had them pick me up at a certain time. I let them know what time. And so it ended up being $30 from the airport to my hotel. And I also, you have to tip too, so that's extra. And then on the rainbow slide, it was $5 for that. So $5 for that rainbow slide everybody does when they go there. And that's at, where's it at? A cafe something. I don't know, something like that. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, moving on, at El Quixote, it costs $20 for the bicycle, the canopy, and the pendulo. And then you have to tip extra if you want them to follow you with your video, with your phone, and video you when you're doing that bicycle zip line, so that you have the footage or whatever. So I did that as well. So that's definitely a good investment, just so you have the memories and everything. So I also did pay. I got a driver online on Instagram or whatever, and then when he basically took me everywhere, honestly. And so I did pay $10 for gas for the car. So there was that. I will say this, I don't think it's going to be in every case that you have to pay for gas, because even originally when I booked, they never mentioned anything about gas. Even speaking to the boss person over the phone, he never mentioned anything about me paying for gas. But at the same time, it was only $10, and the guy was with me all day, and he got his own food that day too. So I didn't think it was a big deal. So yeah. I want to go to El Salvador again. I would go back and stay there longer, just spend a full day there. Very beautiful place. It's just cool. The food was good. So yeah, and who don't like a horse ride? You're not really riding the horse though. Somebody's walking the horse and you're on it. So it's a little bit different than from what I've experienced in Jamaica, actually riding a horse or whatever. So yeah, but it's still cool. There's also $24 for the Bistec Inferno at Naui. So I think that was the food that I had. I think it was some type of steak or something with I think it came with roasted potatoes and vegetables or something like that. But I remember the food at Naui Beach House being really good, and they do give you a complimentary drink, I believe, as well. So there's that. And so in terms of actual transportation, the money that I paid was, for that first day, I believe, was $100. Not the night of me getting to the airport, but the following day was $141. And that was for the transportation from, Picnic Steakhouse. That's where the rainbow slide is. But for the transportation from my hotel to the Picnic Steakhouse, then to El Quixote, where I did the zip lining stuff, then to the Museo de Arte, because I went to the art museum. And then also I went to the mall, so paid for me to go to the mall. And then it also paid for me to go to my hotel, which was in La Libertad. But the first hotel that I was in more of the downtown El Salvador area or whatever. And also from my hotel in La Libertad to Naui Beach House, which was far too, and then back to my what's it called, and then back to my hotel in La Libertad. And obviously you have to do tip as well, but yeah, he was literally with me the whole day, literally. And it's also like somebody that I speak a little bit of Spanish. They actually told me I was good. And I believe it because I was getting by. But you also having like a driver there with you through like the whole thing is the only time he really left me was at Naui Beach House. And then he just said, okay, I just told him when to come back and get me because I was just going to chill there for a while. But he was with me all through. So you have somebody there for like, it's kind of like security in a way, like, but I never felt unsafe though. But I'm just saying, like, there was somebody with me at all times, except for that break that I took at Naui Beach House. And and then also somebody to translate, like, sometimes or whatever. But again, I was doing pretty all right. I was doing pretty well. And he only spoke Spanish too. So even me talking to him, and he would be wanting to like use Google Translate, and I'm like, no, come on, let's just try. Honestly, it was nice of him to like be patient with me, but he said I was good, and he would be just like telling me Spanish, and like sometimes it would take me a minute, but I'd get it. But we did use Google Translate a time or two, but I'd still were communicating that way. It was pretty good. So moving on, the following day was when I went to the Santa Ana Volcano. So beforehand, got snacks from the gas station, and it cost like around $10, and then $40, and that was like for me and him. So if you're just getting snacks for yourself, it's not going to be that much, because I think, did he get a snack? I feel like, yeah, or whatever. So then for the actual hike on the Santa Ana Volcano, without tip, it was $40. Somebody commented on my YouTube video saying that it's not supposed to be that much, that they charged me that much because I was a tourist. So maybe yours will be cheaper. Maybe y'all negotiate. I don't know. But that's what somebody had commented on my video. And afterwards, at the end of the hike, I got candy, Coke, and I got like 3 corns for, I got some corns or whatever. And that ended up being $6. It was just for us, like, drivers with me, and then like for the what do you call it, the hike lady too or whatever. And then afterwards we went to Teresa hot springs, which is like the more like spa type of my little solo trip, and that was $25. And so there was that or whatever. And I got snacks again from the gas station, and that was $5. And then it was $189 total for the transportation on that day. And that was transportation from my hotel in La Libertad to Santa Ana Volcano, and then to the Santa Teresa hot springs, and then also back to my hotel. And so it's $189. That's without tip, so obviously you got to add tip to that. So for the airport the following day, from La Libertad, my hotel in La Libertad, to the actual airport, that was $32 without tip. But it ended up being more with tip, and then plus it was the driver, he told me it was his birthday, so you gotta add a little bit more. So there's that. So there is that. And then also for like, I didn't say the hot springs too, they're intermittently too, like, you can get them food. I don't know how it works, but I would like, whether you want to budget for that. But I did mention though, at the hot springs, I did get, it was $18 for the driver's food. But I just figure, like, I don't know how it works, but like, if somebody's just with you the whole day, they gotta eat when you eat, you know what I mean? Like, it's only fair. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's, yeah, so there is that or whatever. But that is pretty much the summary of how much I spent when I went to El Salvador. And then I don't know, how much was the plane ticket? My plane ticket was not expensive. Oh wait, there's more. So actually at the plane ticket itself, I believe, if I'm looking correctly on here, my plane ticket was $245. So $245, and I believe that was both ways. $245 both ways. So there was that. And then for my first hotel that I stayed at the first night when I first arrived, and that was $132.92, and I booked that one through Priceline. So that was more in like the city area. And then the hotel that I stayed at the other 2 nights, which was in La Libertad, that's closer to Naui Beach House, that one was $424.80, and that was for those 2 nights. So there's that. So that was like a summary of my expenses going to El Salvador. It's definitely a trip that I would recommend for sure, especially if you want to practice your Spanish too. It's great. It's great. Like, I just ended up being in the vicinity with people who like solely speak Spanish, so I just had to thug it out sometimes, you know, because on my if you go check out the YouTube videos, go check out my YouTube vlogs where I'm actually like showing the whole trip or anything and everything like that. Because on the hike up to the volcano, it was just me and my the lady, that my tour guide, and she didn't speak English, so we were just thugging it out there. But she said I was good at the Spanish too. But again, some stuff I heard, some stuff I didn't hear, but you know, we made it work. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. She did speak like a little bit of English, but I tried not to like speak English to her because I wanted to practice. But all in all, it's not the most expensive trip at all. You know, it's pretty good. And I will say, like, there was one time where I ended up going for drinks with some people that like were at my hotel or whatever, and it, for all of us, it wasn't even much. And it was like people getting multiple drinks and shots and everything like that, and I'm getting a drink and everything, and in the total it wasn't even much. So definitely go check out my vlogs about my experience there. But hopefully this was helpful to you, so you can know financially how much it might run you to go there. And comment down below any tips that you want to tell people budget wise about going to El Salvador, or any tips you want to tell people in general, because you never know who might read it and find it useful. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.